Alright, what's up, everyone? We're finally here.
Yo.
I know you've all been waiting in anticipation. But we're here with Glak today. We are going to do the TWD 98 Basic Edition of Mario Kart Wii Shortcut Challenge. So, I guess you're going first if you want to click in. And for those of you who don't know how this works, basically we have 10 levels of shortcuts we're going to do. Every level has 2 options. Whoever's going first will flip a coin to figure out which of those 2 options we're doing. If you make it, you get a point. If you miss it, then no points. Honestly, I need to look up how much each level's worth. I think like 1 to 3 are worth 1 point. Does it say in that video? Let me know if it does.
It says it in the video, but I wonder if you put it in the
Yeah, is it in the description?
Levels 1 through 4 are 1 point, and then 5 through 7 are 2, and then 8 through 10 are 3. Yeah, so the description has all of the details.
And then 5 to 7 are 2?
Let's see. 5 to 7 are 2, yes.
Cool.
And then 8 to 10 are 3.
Alrighty. And we have some power-ups here. So you can use each power-up once. You can use the skip to skip any shortcut, and you get 1 point for it. So even if it's a 2 or 3 point shortcut, you get 1 point if you use skip. The switch will switch it for the other option for that level. The doubler will make it worth double points. And then he has one called the Troy tutorial, where he gives you a tutorial and then you get 3 tries of the shortcut. We don't have Troy with us, so we will not be getting tutorials. But if you use your Troy tutorial power up, you get 3 tries for the shortcut.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you would like to flip the coin.
Alright.
Our first level, we'll say that heads, just because everyone says it's heads or tails. So heads will be the first option, tails will be the second option. So our 2 options here, our heads will be DK Summit single, and tails will be the Coconut Mall store shortcut with a mushroom.
Oh man, it's stuck in my hand. Heads.
Alright, so the DK Summit single, criteria for making this, again, very easy. This is the basic edition, and this is the first one in the basic edition. So criteria for making this, just clear the first gap, you cannot fall off on the other side, and if you hit the fence, it cannot send you backwards. You know how that red fence on the far side sometimes gets you turned around?
Yeah. Alright, cool. So
That's all you gotta do to make it.
Solo time trial.
And I really actually need to look ahead at these and figure out where I think I'm gonna use my power-ups.
Yeah. So I'm like pretty confident with this one. I used to have the issue where I would go turn around on the fence, but I kind of stopped having that a while back because I actually played the game more. So I'm feeling relatively confident with this one. I mean, I feel like the Coconut Mall one was actually easier. This one I think is more fun. So.
And
Wow. Wow, that was terrible. That's so depressing for me. Okay. I'll quit out. So do you get the other one now?
No, so we do the same one.
Okay, we do the
unless, if I said I was gonna switch it.
Okay.
So
Man, that was
also not that cutting through the snow would make much of a difference there, that little snow cut, you know what I mean? But I don't care, because just for time's sake and like trying to get ready for the shortcut, if there's a mushroom cut that helps you get to the actual shortcut faster,
okay,
just go
I
ahead and
see.
take it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just use them to get there. Okay. Dang, I'm gonna lose so bad. Just because of that, that's gonna make me lose 100%.
I don't know. Some of these are pretty tough. There's some later ones where it's like if you make it, it could win you the game. Some of the 2 or 3 pointers. Like, I don't have much confidence in wall glitch.
It's weird. Like sometimes I can really just get wall glitch like first try, but then other times I just.
If we get anything on Weibo, or I guess in this game it's just Rainbow Road, but if we get anything on Rainbow Road, I have a lot more confidence in your ability to make it. We have an option for the gap jump and the moon jump.
I mean, I did get gap jump, I guess, on my second try.
There we go.
Yesterday? Or not yesterday, 2 days ago?
Um, Then let's see.
Okay.
So where's the coin at?
That's right here.
So now heads for this one is going to be the Mushroom Gorge mushroom pad cut at the very beginning. Those 2 red mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like you hop those and land on the bridge. And the rules for this one is you can hit 1 mushroom or both mushrooms. You just need to go off the course, hit the mushroom pad, and land on the bridge.
Yep.
You know how sometimes you skip over the second mushroom pad altogether? That's totally fine as long as you don't fall off. Second option, which would be Tails, is the Wario's Gold Mine ending. And what that is you know the jump with the invisible wall in Gold Mine?
No.
All right, so I'll tell you what jump it is before we get there. But basically just when you go in the cave, you take a right turn down a hill, come back up, and there's the boost panel at the edge of a ramp. You can trick it, and then you land where the actual mine carts are.
Okay, yeah.
So there's an invisible wall on that jump. So anyway, and I was just saying that because I thought you'd know it. The invisible wall has nothing to do with this shortcut.
Okay.
Basically, it's just after you trick off that boost pad, you can't hit any walls or mine carts, and you can't come to a dead stop. You just need to make it through there, take the intended Nintendo shortcut on the left-hand side.
Yep.
And once you trick out of the cave, you've made the shortcut.
Okay.
So even if you trick out of the cave and you fall off right afterwards, you still make it.
All right, so that's when.
Hopefully we actually get that one because I spent way too much time explaining it. All right, let's see. It's on the floor. It is Tails.
Wow.
So yeah, we're doing that. Literally the next course in the game. Gold Mine ending sequence.
Fair enough.
Again, this one just worth 1 point.
See, it's like I have full confidence that I could do this on like any given day, until you tell me to do it, and then at that moment it becomes impossible.
That's how I feel with Lounge. Like, I'll be doing pretty decent, putting up decent times in time trials, and then as soon as like I'm in Lounge, I just like hit walls.
But you have decent scores in Lounge though. At least everything I've seen.
So, for the season, I have a 25% win rate.
Win rate being team win rate?
Yeah.
I mean, the one that I saw, your teammate was kind of messing you up there.
That was funny.
I mean, you know, it's such as life with team games,
But yeah, anyway, that's the shortcut. But that one, I got like 112, and my teammates got 48 and 43.
Yeah.
That was also squad, though. So,
well,
like, squads...
even the first one you did.
Oh, yeah. No, the first one I did, I actually did pretty good. That's still my highest score I've gotten.
Your stream. I guess that would make sense that your placement match would be your highest score.
But, like, since then, you know, I've had some good scores in squads, just mainly because in squad you can queue with people who are lower than you. And so far, every time I've done a squad, I've queued with people who are lower than me. So I've done decent because of that, but... That's why, like, when it shows you your average score for the season, it shows you your average score without squads. Squads still count for your win rate, but when it shows your average score, it's only if you're playing in your tier.
Fair enough.
Which actually, so my 25% win rate is because I have won 1 of the 4 matches I played this season, and that was actually the only match I've played in my tier. The other 3 I played were all squads, and I lost all 3. So yeah, just don't hit minecarts. You can slow down if you need to get on pace to, like, you know, be behind this one, but you just can't come to a complete stop. And then just trick this last ramp, and that's the shortcut.
I'm kind of shocked I didn't fall off there.
Even if you had, though, counts.
Yeah, we were still chilling.
There you go. You can flip for our 3rd level.
Okay,
so heads,
first, right?
yeah. So heads is because that way we switch controllers as least often.
Still a secret.
Oh, still secret. All right. Heads is DK Mountain gap jump, and tails is the Grumble Volcano, or I mean, sorry, not Grumble Volcano, Ghost Valley 2 Shroom Cut. The time trial shroom cut. So you know where we normally go off shroomless?
Yeah.
You need to shroom off of that and land if you look immediately across from where we come off Shroomless, there's a little like ramp to land on, and then it goes in, and it's like a little more receded to the right. You need to land on that area over to the right.
Oh. So I'm really hoping it's heads then.
Probably, yeah.
That's tails.
All right. Which you do still have your switch, but I don't know. If I were you, I would look ahead at what we have, and if there's any 3-point shortcuts that you're like, I can definitely make one of those but not the other, I would like save your switch for that. Or if you feel confident about both of these, you could use your skip now and get your full point value for your skip. And then next time you can do either the Grumble Volcano Lava Respawn or the BC3 regular Shroom Cut.
Can I just watch the world record really quick?
Yeah.
Really quick?
So if I pull it up on my computer, for whatever reason, even though I have a computer powerful enough to do plenty of things, as soon as I try to search on the internet at the same time I'm streaming, it prioritizes that over the stream and it lags. So just, yeah, watch world record on your phone.
Okay. Because, I mean, this doesn't sound difficult. Based on the description you just gave me. Oh, well, okay, this is not... I should have typed in world record.
Yeah, so that dude, Sosis, this world record is, like, ancient.
Okay, yeah.
So you just need to land farther to the right than that little area that sticks out.
Yeah, I'm sure. I say I'm chilling. That means I only have like a 40% chance of missing it. Instead of, you know, much higher. Solo. See, the only issue is that I'm so small. I feel like there's a very high chance that I just get I fly
Too much air.
way too
Yeah.
far, yeah.
I wouldn't go like too dramatic with it, you know what I mean? Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I feel like I should have had to also recover that, but you know that's
No,
fair enough.
we'll count it. I'm just pulling it up quick. I put the stream link in chat, or I mean, sorry, in Discord. And then I was also gonna look just because I remembered when you were on it. Oh wow. Oh wait, non-shortcut is what I'm looking for. Yeah, non-shortcut. SNES Ghost Valley 2. Oh, all right. That shortcut, or I mean the record you were looking at is actually only 72 days old, but the dude who said it, he's had the record on that track like forever.
Wow, that's a pretty new. It's a pretty new record for Wii.
Yeah. So before that, the one I was thinking of, at one point he had world record on that track for 879 days, and the world record before that was also him, and he had it for 599 days. So that's like 4+ years that he had world record on that track.
What year? Like what?
And it's the guy who currently has it.
What year span was that?
It ended within the last year because his record right now, he had for 72 days, and before that he had a different one for 4, and before that someone beat him for 19 days. So it went from him having it for almost 1,500 days to someone beat him for 19, and then he's gotten it back for the last 76.
Sometimes you just gotta show him who's boss at that point, though. You know, you can't be standing up for, you know, not being the best when you've been the best your whole life like that. 'Cause, I mean, 5 years, you know, that's 1/5 of the time you've been alive. You know.
Yeah.
Nearly exactly. So.
Oh, not versus mode. Alright, I don't think I've ever actually even gone for the shortcut. Even though this is one of the only courses in this game I've actually time trialed. Again, this is not my PB. But I think my PB on this is like 56 or something.
That's your I need to unlock Baby Luigi and like 2 other characters.
I forget. Well, yeah, you get
Funky,
Toadette, Funky, Baby Luigi. That might be, honestly, the only characters you get from time trials. You get a good amount of carts, though. Not the carts you want. The Sprinter's kind of cool looking.
Sprinter does look cool. Whenever I first got it, I wanted to use it.
Do I make it? Alright.
Yeah, I think that's... See, I was wondering that, actually. Before you started that attempt, I was like, I wonder if you can, like, ride the wall.
So in this game, you cannot ride the wall. I didn't get myself back on the track there. You can physically not ride the wall on Ghost Valley 2. It just shakes your cart until you fall off one side or the other.
I guess it does make sense because of how that object works in the game. I guess do you have to trick that? Does he trick that?
He tricks it.
Okay, I was about to say, it looks like something that you have to trick.
Alright, so Glak and I both making that pretty scuffed, but I'm going to flip here. So heads is going to be Grumble Volcano Lava Respawn. Tails is going to be BC3 Regular Shroom Cut. Alright, heads, it's the Lava Respawn. You can use 3 mushrooms. And actually, I believe he did say in this one as well, you can come to a dead stop.
Fair enough.
This is also the last option to use your skip on a 1-point shortcut.
Yeah.
So anything after this, using your skip basically loses you points.
Get that value.
Oh, I haven't played this in a minute, apparently. There we go.
Okay. So do you do like the drift like?
So I wheelie on this. You can make it. Were you about to ask if I like do snap back like gorge gap jump? So you can do that, but I wheelie it.
Okay.
I don't know why they call it TF, like the TF input is
the totes factor, yeah.
So I don't know why people TF it if that's like faster, but it's like I don't think I've ever like messed up going into a wheelie, but I've messed up TF before, so
yeah. So I've never done this, so
so you just need to, if you
saw.
saw that wall I hit,
yeah.
If you hit that wall, or if when you land in the lava, there's little ripples. So if you can see the full circle, you're not going to make it. But if your ripples overlap with the wall, or if you hit the wall, you get the respawn.
Okay. And this should, in theory, be better for me.
Yeah. But yeah, just make sure you get the wheelie is the biggest thing. Like, line up. Like, your alignment is important, but especially make sure you get the wheelie. And if, like, I only used 1 mushroom there just because I knew I could make it with 1 mushroom, because that's how many I usually have. But, like, you know, you can use 3 mushrooms, so.
So you're wheeling, not hopping, right?
No, I don't hop.
Just wheeling.
Yep. And you can go to a standstill, too. Because that gap, the farther up you are, the narrower the gap is. And so if you want to come to a standstill just to make sure you're at a good spot, that's totally fine. You just need to make sure you get enough speed with coming from a standstill.
Yeah.
I don't think you made it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't believe you had a wheelie input come out. Yeah. But yeah, that was the right alignment. If you had just wheelied, then you would have made it.
I'll try this one more time, just like for
Yeah.
personal. I should have used the skip there just because I wanted to, but you made it look so easy. The world is really hitting me. Mario Kart World making that so easy.
So you know that ending shortcut you can do in this on lap 3?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of fun, so I always do that in time trials. Because I also, like, don't time trial this game as seriously as I do in 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
But, like, now that I think about it, I need to go back and, like, time trial this where I do rock hop the first 2 laps, and then lap 3, just do that instead of the ending shortcut, and I'm sure I'll get a PB off of it, because this saves way more than that ending shortcut.
Makes sense.
So I think I'm, like, just above 2 minutes right now. Like, I could probably get sub 2 minutes if I did this.
I don't know what it is. I just don't generally do time trials. I've been doing them in World, but, like, I don't time trial.
The driving in World looks super fun, too. Like, I feel like I probably would have waited a little longer to cut over. But, Wii has some cool shortcuts, so that's why I like doing Wii. 8 Deluxe has some cool stuff, but I'd say, like, 8 Deluxe, definitely the fun part of time trialing for me was it was easy. Like, I've gotten better at 8 Deluxe in 1 year than I have at Wii, which I've been playing for 17 years. So, like, 8 Deluxe, it was just easy, and that made it fun, because it felt like I was always accomplishing something. But the driving in World looks super fun. Like, I think World will be a more fun game to time trial than 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
Other than the gliders being annoying.
Yeah, but I feel like once you get used to it, okay, I'm just gonna stop. Okay.
Yeah, so right there, give yourself a little more elevation even. If you go up a little more, yeah, right there you have more elevation because the track is slipping up.
Oh wait, I meant to release A first and scoot back. Okay, I'll do this on my own time. Change course. Okay.
So yeah, now if you want to flip, this is going to be the 2-point shortcuts now. First one is going to be the GCN Shroom, the Mario Circuit Shroom behind the Chain Chomp. You need to go... Honestly, we'll check his alignment in the video. It's something with the trees. Like, you need to be on a certain side of the trees, stay to the left of the Chain Chomp, and then you need to only use 1 mushroom and not lose your speed in the grass. Like, you need to come out of it with a drift. And then... So, obviously, the farther right you do it, just the way that turn works, the farther right you come out, the better chance you have of coming out with a drift.
Yeah.
Just if you go too far right, you'll have the chain jump. And then other options, Rainbow Road Moon Jump, which he allows you to use 3 mushrooms, and you just can't fall off at the end.
Alright.
I don't know why you would ever need 3 mushrooms
Tails.
for Moon Jump. Alright, so Moon Jump. 2 ways to do it.
Skip. I'm gonna use my skip on that one. I've never actually successfully gotten Moon Jump.
Alright.
So I'll just...
So that is... Let's see. It's number 5.
I don't know what it is. Like, I cannot do it and not fly off.
That's... Yeah, I wonder if it's harder with a like character.
I would
Let me look ahead. I think there's... I don't think I'm going to make this first try, but I am pretty sure that there's other ones I have even less confidence in. Yeah. Yeah, there's other ones I have less confidence in.
The original costume switch right there. Crazy. 3 characters in this game. Yeah. I do remember that that like freaked me out as a child. They had like motorcycle gear on.
Nope. All right.
Yeah, I just don't feel like I ever get it. I jump, like I've watched videos telling me when to jump, and I jump and then I just fly off.
So when I get it, when I do get it, I'll get it like the rest of the day. But then every time I come back to it, I just don't get it for like probably 10 or 15 tries, and then I'll get it and just keep going of it. So this is going to be heads, which for level 6, which we were on, 64 BC railing. Okay, that's a lot easier.
Cool.
Honestly, not a lot easier. I had confidence in either of these. The other one is Delfino Square Shroomless Stock.
I have a lot less confidence in Delfino Shroomless Stock, so I would probably use my Switch on this one. So, because I figure I'll use my stuff while I still have any amount of confidence in doing the thing.
Oh, and you cannot hit the guard shack or the wall on the opposite side.
That's easier for me than you.
Probably, yeah.
Because I don't think I've ever, as Baby Luigi on Bullet Bike doing it, I don't know if I've ever done that. And you don't even have to drift before getting off the rail to not hit that. I feel like that section
Oh, wow.
is the easiest spot to explain to people how to slip drift in this game.
Yeah.
When you come off that bridge.
Yeah. And actually, I don't think world record even slip drifts there, but you're totally right. It is the easiest section. And I slip drift there every time.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's only bottom railing. I was cutting it pretty close for me on that far wall.
I didn't realize you just wheelied onto it.
Yeah. I think I find it more consistent, but I would definitely do whatever you're used to.
I think I normally trick onto it, but I just never thought about even just wheeling onto it. Okay.
Yo, we got a viewer in chat. What's up?
Crazy.
Yo, if you want to see us attempt a certain shortcut that's not in this challenge, drop it in chat. We will both try it. Neither of us are pros at this game, so we probably won't make it. But if you got one you want us to try, I don't care what it is. If you want us to try the Toad's Factory box clip, we'll go give it a shot.
Yeah, my Toad's Factory box clip, kind of not great. It's not my best.
Yeah, same.
Also known as I've never actually tried it in my life. Wow, that was sad. I'm doing so poorly, dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I normally do trick off that.
Yeah, that's another one of those. I almost messed that up too. You know, I came very close to hitting the other wall. It's one of those where it's like in a race, both of us can just hit it 3 out of 3 times. But it's as soon as you're like, oh, it's a challenge.
Yeah, as soon as like do it, then I'm like, I can't do it anymore.
So if you want to flip, our next one is going to be heads is the Rainbow Road gap cut with a shroom. The one we did the other day, but with a shroom. And tails is Toad's Factory Lake cut, also with a shroom.
Alright, it's heads. I felt bad because I looked at I looked at it before you like finished, and I was like, oh no, no, I know which one it is. I feel way better about this one. Okay, at least now I do. Unless 2 days ago was just complete fluke, and I'll never get it again in my life.
What else do we have? Wall glitch.
I am going to use my skip on this one because this is the last 2-point shortcut. So anything else, I'd be missing out on the chance to get 3 points.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use.
Hold up.
So yeah, there's the you have the switch, the doubler, and the Troy tutorial, which gives you 3 tries. And you can use multiple on the same shortcut. So like you can give yourself 3 tries and make it worth double points. You can actually use all 3, which I don't think you want to for this one. But, you know, if you're like, oh, I know I can make, you know, the lake cut, but not the wall glitch, you can skip to that, give yourself 3 tries, and double it.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I'll do the 3 tries and double this one.
All right.
I feel like I can, considering I got it the other day. I have slightly higher confidence in my own abilities right now. Maybe I'm inflating my own ego, and I won't actually get it at all.
No, you got this one. Like I said, I had more confidence in you in this one than you did because until the challenge the other day, I was just like, oh, Glak does that every race. Like, that's just his normal racing lines. And you were like, no, it's not. I was like, I thought I saw you do that right in front of me in a race before.
I might have accidentally done it. That's entirely possible. I got a mini room jump.
Then, yeah, this is just single shroom, don't fall off the other side.
I didn't wheelie initially, and if I would have wheelied, I would have gotten that. Because I hit the ground.
So this is with a shroom, though?
Yeah, I didn't. My brain, like,
okay.
Didn't think about it. I just kind of... But, like, I hit the ground, and I, like, hit the wheelie button. I didn't wheelie. It was sad. I should have used the mushroom at that point. But I felt like the mushroom was going to carry me farther than I wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was scared I would have fallen off.
Alright.
Okay, no. I didn't. So if I'm using the mushroom, I need to
Land in a drift, pretty much.
I need to approach it like this.
Yeah, approach it like that. And actually, I don't want to tell you how to do it and you end up failing. Because you could end up drifting too tight. But if I were trying it, I would land in a drift to the right.
Yeah, I probably will.
To stay in that curve.
But I mean, also, I normally don't have an issue with drifting out of stuff like that. Actually, I'm just gonna do this like in the most easy way possible. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
I thought you had that.
Because okay. That's frustrating to me. Okay. Because I've done that in races, just like using stars and stuff. You know, pretty normal. Dang it. It's just when you tell me to do something. And it's not like, oh, it's randomly the first time I've done it streamless. Crazy.
So this is going to be level 8. So these are all 3-pointers.
Yep.
Heads, Mushroom Gorge Gap Jump. Tails, Delfino Square Double. Oh, now it's on my computer. What do we get? What do we get? Heads.
Gap jump.
Gap Jump. Alright. Let me look ahead here for a second. I am going to use my doubler on this one.
Alright.
And if you're fine with it, I'm just going to turn around.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's still pretty obvious if you make it across the gap or not, is what counts for making the shortcut. Alright, so I'm using... Gonna write it down, because no take backsies. I'm using my doubler on this. Then yeah, that's already you, because that would have, in quotes, been my second one, because I skipped the last one.
Every time I go into that one, I count. And then, like, I hit this first try the other day, so I have zero confidence I'm gonna hit it this time. So, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I didn't hit it great first try, but I
But you still cut off a ton of the gap.
Yeah.
You cut it, like, all the way at the, like, front of the gap there. Have you seen world record for this?
No.
Like, they finish in the off-road. Lap 3, they take the gap so tight that they just use the rest of their boost from their mushroom to cut the inside of the finish line, and then they just, like, don't care that the grass takes away the rest of their speed, because at that point the run's over.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Let's see.
I would align slightly farther left. Slightly farther right. Yeah, right about there.
I freaked out. My whole brain went crazy. Wow. As you saw, I used all of my mushrooms because I was like, why am I not doing this on my stick? And then instead of doing this on the stick, I used the rest of my mushrooms. So that was, man.
So it is still you,
Yeah, it's
and
me.
you flip for level 9. Heads is the Dry Ruins Lake Cut. Tails is the Wall Glitch. Lake Cut is, I forget if he gives you 3 mushrooms or just 1. We'll just say you can use 3 if you want to. And you just have to land on the bridge. You know what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
jumping from the top. Land on the bridge below. You can hit the pokey. You just can't fall off the bridge. And Tails is just, you know, shroomless, wall glitch. Get the black to come across the corner on your screen,
Yeah.
so it shows that you glitched through the wall.
Tails, cool.
Alrighty.
I was... Also, does switch count for the other person too, or is it just you?
I think it's just you.
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
Because we both do it on the last one.
Yeah. I need to figure out what I want to use my 3 tries for.
I also feel like I get this one like pretty, not super ultra consistently, but I don't feel like I'm bad at it specifically, and I know that I'm just gonna fail it right now so hard. I should have just tried the edge.
What I need to be more consistent with is that, I mean, this too. I'm not good at this one, but I need to be consistent with the little sand hop you can do at the beginning. You know what I'm talking about? Through the cactus.
Oh yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
That's such a cool shortcut.
Wow. Okay. I don't know why I just mushroomed there. That was. I should have gotten rid of my mushrooms because as soon as I'm so bad at like pressure. Pressure makes diamonds, and I love diamonds. So I just shatter under pressure. It's so bad. So have I ever told you about my last volleyball game ever?
No.
So there's actually a video of it. I was in my last volleyball game.
Not using standard bike.
We were playing for state, and I was our setter. So I'm there at the net.
Was this with Flood?
No, this was my last.
So he
game.
graduated already.
Yeah. So with Flood, we never made it to state. This was 4 state championships against Bob Jones, which is technically a triple A school, and we were a single A or a double A school. So they were in a higher league than us, but because there was only
you can like hop through there and cut off all the off road.
Yeah. I'll continue after this. So it's dropped.
Nope.
Okay. Makes me feel better about myself. Okay, I guess you can do the coin.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so... Guess nobody got it on 9. Then... This is last level. Heads, Grumble Volcano, Standing Rock Hop. Tails is BC3 Ultra Shroom. And I'm going to flip that again because it landed sideways. And just Tails. So
the only one of these I've ever actually
BC3 Ultra with a Shroom. You can do it Shroom or Shroomless. He says in the video that he thinks it's easier Shroomless.
Are we able to
I would
stop?
agree with that. Yeah, you can come to standstill. I am going to be using my Switch and Troy tutorial for this one. So I will be doing the Grumble Volcano Rock Hop from a standstill.
Fair enough. So yeah, we were in like this is a school that had like double the size of team that we did, as well as like double to triple the amount of people that like they actually had tryouts. We couldn't have tryouts. We had such a small school. So we were like in grand finals of the like our conference, and so I was our setter. On the last point, it was like pretty close. It was like 21 to 24, which volleyball games, if you don't know, they ended 25 points.
Oh wow!
So volleyball games end at 25 points unless you get back up and
Yeah,
get
it's
two
like
teams
win by
at
2.
24,
Yeah.
And so when it was 24 to like 21, me being
You know what I realized? All right, cool. I was like, I want to make sure I have different game audio settings for 8 Deluxe and World, and then for Wii and Double Dash. So I want to make sure we weren't just like deafening our viewers with Wii music, because Wii and Double Dash are actually louder games.
Yeah, Daisy's like, yeah.
But yeah, so it was the last point.
Yeah, it was the last point. I run up to the stinking net, and the ball is like coming across. And normally, as a setter, you can kind of jump back up and kind of shove it down. As a setter, you can like jump up, kind of tip the ball, and misdirect it. so that you can kind of aim for like holes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the great things to do whenever, you know, the team, they bumped it to their center and they bumped it really close to the net. So this is a thing I've done hundreds, if not thousands of times in my life. I jump up there and I just slap the net on point 24. And hold up. I know we're on stream, so this is like a little bit less of a time that you would do this. I can show you the video of me the moment I did it. I landed, I fist pumped like in anger, and then I went and I cried.
So did you lose the game?
Yes. Oh yeah.
So how
that
you
was the last point of the last point I ever played with my volleyball team. I went and slapped the net and lost it.
So what? Like it was the last point for you guys, right?
Yeah.
So what? They just made up a couple points before you scored another one.
No. It was the It was the last point of the entire game. Like if they got it, but we were having like a comeback. We were. Yeah. It was like. We were coming back and they were like not able to get any points for like 5 points before that, and then I just go and I slap the net and I land and I just cry because there's like pictures from that day of me just sobbing. several pictures. Let's see, Tabernacle. Let's see. RIP, this account's been dead for 4 years. Let's see.
Mario Kart.
All right, so last attempt, which I. Oh, you already used your 3 tries on. Okay, so
But
do you want?
I would rather do the BC3 Ultra because I actually attempted this.
Okay.
I can never remember. I have done the Ultra because we don't allow it in the tournament.
No, this is allowed. This is like the Dry
Oh, they
Ruins
call it an
Ultra.
Ultra,
They
but it's
call
not
it an
an
Ultra
Ultra.
just because of how much time it saves.
Okay.
But it doesn't actually skip any checkpoints.
Okay, let's see.
It's like one of those ones they be calling the Ultra in 8 Deluxe when it doesn't skip a checkpoint. Kids.
Because I've done this a few times. I just gotta remember. Because it's also easier as Baby Luigi. This thing is this is easier as Baby Luigi.
So it's from the next platform. And yeah, I line up right there. I mean, I maybe a little change front to back, left to right, but like in bit. So that line right here and the line right there, I line up like somewhere between them.
Yeah, that's where I thought that I generally wanted. Question is, I can never remember which. I know I've had more success either like going way further this way or way further that way, but I can never remember.
You want to hit the very peak of the ramp, and you can't like bonk the wall at the point where the wall actually makes a noise, but like where you align does it, like it overlaps with the brick.
Yeah.
Like where you're aligning right now, I don't know if you're too far left or not, but that's a lot closer to where you're supposed to be than if you're all the way in the lava.
Wow, it was close. You can
Yeah,
tell.
that was close because
if
you
you
got
hit
the
the
extra
brick-
air, but you didn't get the brick sound.
Yeah. I think, can't you also do this with just...
Yeah, I do it just standstill mini turbo.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't hit the brick there. I want to do something.
You know what would be hype, honestly? If, we should pick shortcuts in either, like, this or, like, 8 Deluxe, but, like... Or we could even do it in World, as it comes up, like, more people are gonna be playing World. But, like, that was super close.
Yeah, that one was close.
But, like, shortcuts we know everyone doing it can actually make, but, like, have it be an Iron Man challenge. Like, we'll take turns on stream, so you don't trick. But you don't trick or wheelie. You literally just going off at the right spot launches you.
I thought you tricked it.
I used to screw this up even more than I do now because I would try and trick it every time. As soon as I stopped trying to trick and stopped trying to wheelie, like, yeah.
Okay.
So you literally did nothing, right? Like, you
Yeah.
just line up and you let go your mini turbo, and that's how you make it. But, it'd be cool to have, like, an Iron Man thing where you have, like, a list of shortcuts, and we take turns on stream, and it's, like, you have to make all of them. Like, you can't move on to the next one until you make the first one, but it's, like, everyone goes. So, like, once you've made every shortcut for, like, time, then we'd start a timer and see how long till I make every shortcut.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
The only thing is we don't want anyone to, like, actually get stuck on one shortcut and lose because of it, you know? So we'd have to do all shortcuts people could actually do. Because, like, on this, even on this is, like, the quote-unquote basic shortcut challenge, and there's shortcuts on here that neither of us can do. So it's like, oh, we miss it, and we just go on to the next level. But if we were sitting here and we
Yeah.
each had to make every one, it'd take us hours.
We would both just be doing this for like hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that. I promise you, I've done that. Like, I've done it 2, maybe 3 laps in a row before. Maybe not like in a time trial, but like sitting there and doing that. Because I watched, like, I think Ark did a video one time, like, explaining specifically how to do it.
Yeah,
Just
Heaps
like-
made that for, like, every shortcut.
Yeah.
And Logan made a video roasting him. Did you ever see Logan's video? I'll send that to you later. It's kind of funny. I mean, I can only laugh about it so much because Ark's videos have genuinely helped me.
Yeah.
But Logan's just, like, absolutely roasting Ark.
Like, what about, though? I mean,
I'll show you the video later. Like, he's just dramatically oversimplifying everything and, like, making little, like, snide-pointed remarks at Ark.
See, Ark...
Like, one of them, he's like, I don't know how someone made a 6-minute video on this. And he tells you how to do the shortcut in, like, 10 seconds.
See, Ark not oversimplifying anything is why I like his videos, though. I love when you can just listen to someone explain something for 15 years, and you're just like, yeah, I understand it way more now than I did, even if I'm no better at it. I understand it. And that's all I want.
Yeah, no shortcut suggestions from chat. But yeah, it's like, you know, you're really the only person I know who actually plays Wii to the point where you can make these shortcuts.
Oh my.
And like, I really don't know anyone besides when Toby played 8 Deluxe that could like make the same shortcuts I do in 8 Deluxe.
Has he just like completely stopped playing, I guess?
Don't even know the last time he's played. But yeah, it would be cool to do stuff like horse with shortcuts, you know?
Yeah.
Or like do an Iron Man like that, but I don't think we would get enough people for either one.
That's me.
And Llama.
That's
How'd you get a trophy?
because we got second in state.
Oh, but isn't that still gold?
I think it is gold, but like also we were in a really small conference. It like has a plaque on it that says like, you know, and it's like in our school's, you know, trophy cabinet now. Because I mean, our school was small, we didn't win like a ton of trophies. So, like, you know, the school was like hyped about it, but like I was angry. And I remember Flood's brother came up to me and he like hugged me and he went like sleeveless. So so he was right there, and I was just like, "This is not what I want right now." I'm a little annoyed. I'm really mad at myself, and I don't want the hug right now. But thank you, Jesse. Thank you so much. But yeah, I cried a lot during high school. I was a pretty common crier. I also cried when I won Homecoming King.
Nice.
You know, like anything like that. As soon as I did it, it was just like instant waterworks crying. I also played basketball, but I was bad at basketball, so I don't care about it. I think we got like, we didn't even do that badly in basketball, but literally like it was like the last day of basketball, and I was like, alright, time to go to like McDonald's now. That's what I'm hyped about. But like that day, we even went to like a more special restaurant, I think, because we went to like state, and
Oh, so like you were going to win states?
yes.
Oh, I thought that was like the point to get into states.
No,
Okay.
no, this was like we had already gotten into state, and this was to win our conference for the state. Like, you know, several teams had driven like several hours. It was in Spartanburg at the, I don't know if you know where the Upwards like athletic facility is in Spartanburg.
I only know where the Denny's headquarters is.
Fair enough.
I don't know where
it was
else is
it was at the Upwards Center in Spartanburg, and several like teams, like we even had, because boys volleyball is such like a niche thing, we had some upper like northern Georgia teams that were like in our conference, you know, and these teams were like traveling, and this was like 3 days of volleyball straight before this, and we were a good team. Like my friend Llama got a scholarship to North Greenville for volleyball, and that's like one of the best volleyball teams like in the country.
North Greenville?
It's one of the better ones, yeah.
Around 100cc. So do you want to do Weemfi till we get our third 100cc race, and then we're like, oh, let's go play World?
Sure, that's cool. Always love a good, what is it called? What is it called whenever you give yourself like a limit?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's like a term for qualify? No. Okay. My brain's not working right now. I'm focusing too much on how much I used to cry in high school. Thank you for not trailing me with that. 8 Deluxe, I totally would have gotten hit with that.
Have you watched any of like Enmead's online time trials videos?
I have not.
They're pretty cool. He does like you know how you can do like time trials online, like in real time with other players. You get like VR for it.
Oh, I do think I have seen like I've seen what you're talking about, but not those videos specifically.
So yeah, Enmead's like really good. He's like one of the best time trials. He's like a former world record holder. He was actually at one point like the best time trialer in Wii overall.
So is it just like 12 people and like they're all ghosts, right? It's
Yeah,
kind of
so
like
your
the
hitboxes.
Mario Odyssey
Oh,
thing, right?
shoot. I've never played Odyssey.
Okay, so there's like a mod for Odyssey that lets you all like be ghosts in like the same like lobby type situation. So y'all all see each other. Man, someone trapped the escalator side. That was kind of.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I was about to go for it.
But yeah, and so a lot of times they'll do like hide and seek and stuff like that. But also they'll do like speedrun strat races and stuff in Odyssey. I know like Small Ant does it. I can do something.
Alright, third, we'll take it. Alright, fifth.
Wow.
Your star ran out right there. I thought you were going to pass that other guy.
Yeah. I didn't hit the boost pad on the right side before that. I should have totally done that. I can never remember if we used to, because I know it can't do this anymore because there's not enough players generally, if it used to put you in races with people close to your VR or not. Because I remember we were not very, like I was not very high VR and I had like my own license or whatever. But
What course you want?
Rainbow Road. But yeah, I remember seeing like 9999 players back in the day, and they would play like if you saw Funky Kong, 10 out of 10 times that boy was front running the entire like time you were in that lobby, and it was depressing to watch.
Oh, because like when you were playing, would there still be a lot of non-Funky Kong players?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I mean, I remember one specific night I played Wii for several hours, and I had a Bob Ross Mii. Even at the time, I had a Bob Ross Mii, and I was like pretty young. And I played with the Honey Coop, and I consistently got second to a Funky Kong. And like people were using like normal carts behind me, carts and bikes mixed, enough to where I could use the Honey Coop and not just get ruined every race.
Oh, yeah, bumped off.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I spawned, or I started in the back of this truck. Also, a Bowser Jr. Crazy. I feel like
Missing the boxes. Let's go.
if you see a baby, I feel like Baby Luigi is a pretty common baby to see. But like Bowser Jr. I knocked Fred off.
You knocked who off?
Fred, I think he's just playing Daisy. But I went for the wheelie over the gap and just ran him off the road.
I'm surprised you knocked someone else off if you were in a wheelie.
So I was going straight and he was going sideways, and he was already taking the turn really tight. Yeah, that bullet went crazy for me, not gonna lie, dude. I'm in first now? Front running? Front running Baby Luigi on the road. No, I didn't get TC.
Oh, that guy gets blued right as soon as he...
I dodged the blue.
I have no confidence in my front rank abilities in this track. I have no confidence in my bagging abilities either. I just don't have confidence in my Wii abilities right now. I've not played this game in so long. Other than, probably a solid hour of Toad's Factory lake jump practice for our video the other day that I missed anyways. No, I practiced a couple other things too before that. I forget what.
See, I've been just playing this like the exact same way we do for the tournament, where it's like 4 players
Oh, because you've been playing net play, or?
Yeah, we've been playing, so like I have it set up on Totter's. I
literally fell off. I was in such a good spot, and now I'm in 7th. I didn't even hit anything. I just I drove off the track.
That respawn is one of the most depressing respawns in the entire game. But yeah, we have Toddery set up with netplay now, and so me, him, Rachel, and Haley, and Andrew have been playing pretty consistently.
Yep, fell off again. Oh, let's go. He makes it.
Yeah, okay.
That would have counted in the challenge.
Yeah, I totally made that. I only went off because I went to go take the turn way too sharp.
I got a golden when I probably could have gotten build.
Oh,
And I fell off again.
I was going to say, do you drift that zipper?
I trick it.
Oh, you trick it, really? I'm surprised you tricked that. I totally thought you, I thought you drifted it.
Do I finish 2? Yeah. Bottom 2, let's go.
Yo, I took your VR and went into the void.
That was also... Was that our 3rd race?
I think
Yeah, that was 150. The first 2 were both 100. So
The
next
first
100...
four?
Yeah.
Really? Wait. We got Coconut Mall.
Coconut Mall. What else do we play? If that was our 2nd race, I know the first 2 races we did both said 100. So I know next 100cc race we get, we're done.
What track did you pick?
Don't remember.
Because I think we got your track.
Next race is 150. I wonder if we got Dan to practice. I feel like Dan would do like a shortcut Ironman with us.
Yeah, he would probably be down.
We just need to make sure he actually practiced before he came over.
It's kind of crazy because I feel like Dan was like really, really good the first year I went.
Yeah, and he just literally stopped playing.
Yeah.
Ew. Luigi Circuit.
Because I think grand finals was like me, you, Dan, and
Dante.
Emily? Oh no, it was Dante. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I got last because we got Moo Moo Meadows and I got 3 TCs in the same race because I got the first item box every single lap for me was a TC, or maybe I just got 2, but it made me very frustrated. And that specific experience is one of the strongest reasons that I don't like Moo Moo Meadows. The only bagger, or not the only bagger, the most prolific bagging track in the game.
We also got this course on 150cc. Oh dang.
I think I might be first. Then again, this is bagging central, so am I not coming first? Oh no, I'm not coming first.
No. Oh dang! I hit one wall. I would have gotten first if I did if I had actually gotten the cut with one shroom and not slowed down in the dirt, which I don't do that often because most of the time if I'm cutting right there I have multiple shrooms. But if I had gotten it, I literally would have gotten first, and I got like 5th or 6th instead.
Also, the fact that we just played with people that were lower than 5,000 VR, I don't know if you saw that. We had 2 people in the room that didn't even have 5,000 VR. That was a moment in my life. I feel like you never see people in this game with less than.
Okay, next race is 100cc. Last one, best one. What do you
man.
want?
Oh, okay. DK Mountain. You gotta go with the classic. The classic. Yo, 2DK Mountains. It's both me and you. I don't know why I thought it wasn't. I forgot that in this game, it puts you down like this.
Yeah.
I have played a lot of this game in guest, you know, as guest, because Andrew would pick only 3 tracks: DK Mountain, Maple Treeway, and Koopa Cape. And so I have played way too much Maple Treeway, Koopa Cape, and DK Mountain in my life. Well, not DK Mountain. I can play DK Mountain, but like Koopa Cape and Maple Treeway. He doesn't even still like those courses. He just picked them a bunch whenever he was like, oh.
He tired himself out of them.
Yeah. With how this lobby is looking as far as points, I'm feeling a little bit more confident in my front running abilities.
Somehow got redded at a spot where I couldn't juke it on Delfino Square. What are the chances that ever happens?
Yeah, that is very uncommon. Also, I got hit by a banana. Also, there is a booster seat in the lobby currently.
Yeah, I saw that, Koopa.
He's a better player than us. Just straight up. As soon as you pick the booster seat, you have moral high ground. Because you also can't see the road, so. Do you do a slip drift on the bridge?
Oh, didn't make it. That 100cc moment?
Sure. Do mushrooms still take you at the same speed in 100 in this game?
I don't know.
Because I think in World, they've just, like, not discovered, but, like, there's been more talks that, like, even in 100, being in 150 make mushrooms way better. Because you still go 150 speed. Well, you know, you could use that. You could.
I'll lose it anyway. Oh no, it's perfect pull. Not getting top 2, but I'll at least get 3rd.
I'll give your account so much VR you don't want to do it. You just want to see VR. Where did that Funky Kong come from? I have not seen him. He did not exist in my brain. I've seen the Junior, and I saw the Peaches. Good race. GG's.
Yes,
Go out
GG's.
on the 100cc. I am kind of surprised that they didn't do something in the Win-Fi like
To make it
to
always
make
150.
yeah. While you switch games, I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick.
Yes. Alright, guys, we will be right back with some Mario Kart 8. Or, no, Mario Kart World.
It's too ingrained. doing tracks.
All right, we are back.
The game starts to feel a little unfair whenever you're driving completely straight for a mile and a half.
So I did PB.
Your Shy Guy Bazaar was pretty good.
That was the only one I actually have time trialed so far.
Yeah.
I
looked at it today and I could finish first lap similar time, but I just haven't played Shy Guy Bazaar very much.
So one of the guys from Magso texted me about here, I'll let you click in so you can show that Whistle Stop Summit thing you were working on.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So one of the guys from Magso was texting me about how he had my Shy Guy Bazaar time beat. And I was like, okay, let's go fix that. I was like, I haven't really even seriously time trialed any of these, but the two I am I guess kind of working on would be that and Great Question Block Ruins. I have a contest with some guys from Magso that I haven't really started working on, but at the end of the month we're gonna see who has the best Great Question Block Ruins time.
Yeah, I can't
mushroom
decide.
cut in that is very hard.
I can't decide. Oh, it's the one where you lock onto the rail and then you go rail to rail. Okay, yeah.
So just getting onto that rail with enough speed with a single shroom is pretty tough.
Okay, fair enough. Also, I see a lot of Toadette in this is really common, which means to me that Baby Luigi in the Baby Blooper would be really good. But I'm curious if that or the Real Racer is actually better. I'm not sure.
I think the Real Racer stat-wise is a pretty good vehicle. I think that will be meta for a lot of things. I don't know if it's going to necessarily be meta for competitive, though. I think there's certain tracks, tracks that are speed-based tracks, I think Real Racer is going to be meta. And then I think in Knockout Tour, Real Racer could be pretty meta.
Yeah.
But I think a good amount of these tracks are technical enough that the lighter characters with the Baby Blooper stuff like that are going to be.
I do think this game has is in a unique position where it can make light characters really good by just giving them the ability to have more air movement and stuff like that. Because all of the other games, oh man.
All right, so here we go. This shortcut I was unaware of until Glak told me about it just now. That is extremely hype.
Yeah, it's not super hard, but also, it's first week, the game's out, so you're not expecting stuff to be actually hard. So then you do this, then you do one here, then you do this, and then you do that, and then you do this. And, oh man, I missed it. But you do a forward hop there into the grass cut.
Okay, nice.
And I think this does, oh man, it gets onto that rail on the side over there.
And it's getting on the yellow rail.
It gets on the yellow
more
rail,
optimal.
Yeah, because it's the ultra inside line.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, then I know on the one that I actually have. Ah man, I took it.
That was still faster than going around, probably.
Oh yeah, it's a lot faster. I made up a lot of time on you, right there, because I played this. Actually, Haley watched me do this against your ghost before I left to come over here. And obviously, I did a little bit better lines than I'm doing right now. What did she do?
I think
she got up here like this.
Yeah, whenever I time trial this, I think I will actually probably use Baby Luigi for this rather than Daisy.
I know Baby Daisy has the world record right now. I'm surprised you don't use Baby Daisy as your baby of choice.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I played enough with Baby Luigi, and with having won some tournaments as Baby Luigi, I feel a little character loyalty, not a ton.
it's like that.
I like Bowser Jr., but Bowser Jr. in this game, he's still a pretty midweight, right? He's not a baby.
I think he's a midweight.
Because I used to play Bowser Jr. in Wii, so I like playing Bowser Jr., but with him being similar to Daisy, I like Daisy more. So.
Fair. I do really like Bowser Jr. has the Russell outfit. It looks like Russell from Up. He has
I haven't seen that.
He has little Scout Boy patches on his shell.
Did I tell you about who was I playing with? Did I tell you about Dan asking me why Daisy has so many outfits in this game?
No.
So Dan and I streamed this.
Oh,
a couple
no,
days
you
ago.
did- yeah,
Yeah.
and you were like, yeah, because that's who I play. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, why does Daisy have so many outfits? And I was like, well, actually, everyone has a ton of outfits in this game.
Yeah.
But just, I only have the Daisy ones unlocked because you just get them by playing with the character, and I only play Daisy.
Also, I do think that as smaller characters, like in DK Spaceport, you know, like the section with the walls, I think it's actually faster if you're like Baby Luigi, if you go on the sides. Because you get more boost, right?
What do you mean go on the sides?
You go, like, you ride the walls and stuff. Whereas,
Oh.
like, when you're Bowser, I feel like it does feel like you don't get
So
any
if
speed
you
boost from
do
that.
a trick and then can you ride a like one wall continually if you trick off of it and trick back on without hitting the ground, or will you eventually just like fall off on the ground?
I mean, I think you can theoretically just ride a rail forever.
A wall.
Like, oh, okay. Like, okay, so, for instance, for, like, the Sky High Sunday wall thing, if you keep tricking into the same wall, I mean, it's going around, so I don't know if the game considers it the same wall. It lets you ride it, like, I guess as long as you can get back onto that same wall. But it's just really hard normally to get back onto the same wall. Back onto the same wall.
Yeah, I beat my cow PB. That was like literally first attempt.
Yeah.
And I beat my cow PB by like 0.2.
Also, I won't upload any of my stuff now because I would
fine
feel
if you do.
I would. Did I just say watch Ghost? Race against Ghost. But
Yeah, I don't intend on any of these being my records.
yeah,
You know
but
what
I just
mean?
I would. I felt like first day we were both so inexperienced that I just didn't. You know, oh man, that was unfortunate. But yeah, like this turn being able to be so much tighter.
Yeah, so I've noticed, like, obviously they turn tighter, they have higher handling, but do the lighter characters actually move at a faster speed while you're in a drift? Because
It almost feels like that.
I was racing your combo on Airship Fortress earlier, and you're on, like, Pianta, and I was Baby Luigi for a little bit, and it felt like I was, moving way faster than you around that big turn. Like, coming down the tower in Airship.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Yeah, I do feel like that's the case almost. Because, hold on, let me restart this.
So I wonder if Airship Fortress, like, I know babies have the world record. I wonder if that is why. Because I think Toadette has world record. I wonder if it's just
either
because that
Toadette
turn.
or it's like one of the random enemy characters. But, like, I make up a lot of ground around this turn right here. Just like that. Also, I need to get used to late tricking in this game.
Yeah.
Because it's so, like, it's different, but it's still, like, the meta to do that. Like with Shortcat's Dino Jungle situation where he, you know, said he felt like it didn't, like, save him, like, a ton of time. But it was better.
Do you know in this game, so in 8 Deluxe, if you're going around a turn and you can get a purple mini turbo or you can get 2 oranges, it is faster to get an orange mini turbo, let go of it, and get another orange. Is that the same in this game, or is it faster to hold out for a rainbow?
I'm not sure. I think I saved this. Because I actually beat this ghost, like, randomly first try, even though I didn't feel like I should have.
My ghost?
Yeah.
Like the Bowser one or my cow one?
Yeah, your Bowser one.
Oh, so you played literally today.
Yeah, I played today, like, right before I came over here. Because I got off of work, and it was before 6. So, you know, I said I was, like, getting in the car. Right before that, I went and I played against your, I don't know.
I don't have anything to show.
That's just, I played against the DK Spaceport, I played against. You had one that was Daisy. I can't remember where it was at.
I think my Airship Fortress one is still Daisy, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was playing that with Baby Luigi earlier, but I never actually put together a run. So what I kept missing, actually, yeah, what I kept missing is the switching over from the left rail to the right rail at the beginning.
Yeah. I feel
I would
like it's
always
just,
overshoot. I would always.
You do it really early, I guess, then, right?
Okay.
Because you're overshooting and you're going kind of into that little ship bay. Like down. Because there's like a little bay under the ship.
Like I just fell off.
Yeah, so like. I'm gonna try to. Also, you rode the right rail. Yeah, okay, that's because.
In my PB,
yeah.
I do. So yeah, earlier today I was going left, and when I went to switch over to the right rail, I kept falling off.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it's. I don't specifically have an issue with it, so I don't even think about it. Let's see. Well, dang it. If I can not inflate my own ego and then go and fall off the thing, that'd be really great. Also, I like how you can lean forward and back.
I like how you can hop.
True. But sadly, you can't hop whenever it actually, like,
Yeah.
starts to record.
So yeah, right there. That's the part I messed up. That's exactly what I did.
Okay, you do, yeah. So that's what I was talking about, where you get into that little bay. It's like a little bay section.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you're doing it too early, I believe, because your car is still too straight to get onto the wall. So it's like, let's see. So you have to be sideways before you can latch onto another rail that's also sideways. So it's like, I get it. Literally, I don't have issues with that. I have missed it. Like, whenever I was doing my Pianta runs, I think I missed it twice, and I did probably...
I wonder if it's character dependent. Like, if he has more speed, it makes it easier to get across the gap.
See, the day that we first, like, started doing this, I felt like I was like... Yeah, there we go. And then you do
And
this
do you do a
trick,
right trick off the rail or a down trick?
I do a forward trick right here.
No,
Oh, I do a right trick.
Okay.
Off the... Whenever I go from the one rail to the other rail. And then I do the forward trick here. Get that sharper turn. And then the world record right here gets a, I don't know if you've seen it. It gets a ground trick right there, and it hops onto the rail early.
Onto the right rail.
Onto the left rail. So it hold up. Oh, you can't do that in time
So
trial?
as soon as Lakitu picks you up, you can't rewind any farther than that.
Okay. Well, I'll just go backwards and show you what world record does. It's really interesting because like I never even thought of it as like a thing, and I haven't done it in any of my runs for this track. But so what world record? That's a really.
Oh,
yeah, I
ew.
forgot.
Now it does that in time trials. It was bad enough when it did that in like versus in Deluxe.
And it took my mushrooms.
Yeah. So in 8 Deluxe, if you were in time trials, it would still let you drive backwards.
I guess I did know that because that's how they were like quote breaking time trials, you know. Oh, it's boosting me forward, so it makes me stop. Okay, so what it does, if I can get this angle right. So it goes at like this angle. And it does that.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it gets on the rail like that. It's pretty cool. If I can get it. I think you have to like turn towards it so that you can be at that. Dang it. I am really messing up. Okay. It's just I just forget you can't go backwards apparently. because I guess we also just came from Wii. It was just like, oh.
Have you seen the flap record on Cheap Cheap Beach? Or Koopa Troopa Beach?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty funny. I'll show it to you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't gotten it yet because I haven't like practiced it. But yeah, so with this, I think a lot of it is like, so you get on here. I generally try to do like 3, and then once you get straight, kind of the. Oh my goodness. It's just whenever I start trying to think about it. I generally trick like right here.
Okay.
So that I'm kind of facing that way, and I generally land about right there. I think where you're kind of tricking is I think somewhere closer to right here. Probably, and you're landing here. Or like here. Let me see if I can actually get it this time, because I don't know why I just can't do stuff. Also, the world record does some weird trick thing off this first section. Like right here, it does something weird there. Like right there, I actually did that. I hopped rails pretty late, or pretty early, earlier than I normally would. I do think right now I am faster than my Pianta time just by a little bit. But I have.
And then if our theory is correct, you'd make up time right here as well.
Yeah.
Over Pianta.
And then just like this. Just like, wow, Jonathan. Okay, but like, I don't know. Is there what else? I don't know anything else to like
No.
do. Let's. I haven't even hit the question mark block ruins thing.
Yeah. So yeah, try that. That's the you're talking about the shroom cut or the crazy one?
Both.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I think both of those are really interesting. Because I feel like the crazy looking one is more applicable in versus races.
Oh yeah, because it's shroomless. You can do it every lap.
And then this is like, I've seen people do it. It's like right here.
So you have to trick off that. So you'll lose your speed. Okay, never mind. A lot of times, if you don't trick off the grass right there, you lose speed.
Okay.
And you don't get enough speed going off the railing. So yeah, right here, they trick off the pole.
Oh man, missed it.
You can still make this with a charge jump. Trick that ring.
Oh man, that was unfortunate.
So it's like that first ring to the wall to the
Yeah.
second ring to the track is what it is.
I think the first instance of it, they went ring wall, cloud wall.
Yeah, they did like the side of the cloud.
That was.
So I don't think current world record does the I will turn our game audio up since we switched games. I don't think current world record does
the cloud.
the cloud, yeah. But apparently super bouncing is still in the game. And so they do super bounce the first cloud in this course. So yeah, that's what happens to me too much, because right there you don't have enough speed to make the second rail.
I don't know how I guess I just went into the grass. Before.
You had let go. You had an orange mini turbo built up, and you let go of it, and your orange mini turbo was still active when you
okay.
hit the rail.
I see.
So that back up a little. Right against the wall, you'll notice the grass is sloped, like super tight. If you take the tightest line possible, the grass is sloped, and that is trickable.
Okay.
So you can reach that with one mushroom, trick, and end up on the rail. I just don't have the greatest alignment at actually always ending up on the rail when I trick that. So right there, that is trickable on your right.
Okay, I see.
Have you seen them ride on the inside of that wall?
The one that, yeah, I have seen something like that.
Oh, there's a plane there. I never noticed.
Oh, I keep on. I don't ever. I think I'm close enough to it to like jump off, but I'm misjudging where it's at.
I also think they might trick off the inside of that as well. Like you're tricking off the left, I think they trick off the right, which I guess would be the outside of the plane. I honestly forget though. I would just go with whatever feels more natural as you're driving to it. So yeah, the trick off that slope.
Okay, so you. The long, arduous process. I forgot.
I hate that you don't get your mushrooms back.
Yeah, that is kind of sad. So it's like... Oh, I didn't take it. That is like a really weird blind turn at that point.
Yeah.
You want to take it this tight. Also, now I'm trying to release that. Hold up. You can try it. Because I have not. I feel like stuff like that's kind of weird to do whenever you haven't seen it done. Also, Baby Luigi has by far the best idle animation of the game. Well, okay, probably top 3. I don't know if you've looked at characters' idle animations, but...
No, I didn't know they had them, to be honest.
Yeah. Baby Luigi's is, like, sick. And everyone else's is, like, mid. Except for Boo's is pretty good. Oh!
So, see, a lot of times I end up not even hitting the rail. If I actually get the trick off the grass like I did there, I end up not actually even being able to hit the rail.
So are they're wall riding on the inside of that?
No, that wasn't even a wall ride.
No, I'm saying.
Oh yeah, that curve.
Yeah, that curve, like on the side of the like ground, right?
On the edge, yeah, like.
Yeah. So like where you're driving, there's like a little. Cliff,
yeah, it's
okay,
like
yeah.
a character width wide. They drive on that.
Yeah, I actually did that on Wario. Wario Shipyard on the side of the thing one time, accidentally, but you know, I can make myself feel like it was on purpose. Let's see. I like the little minute like things, like getting you got like the one hop forward there, in between. Like you did like a side. No, you did the sideways hop. I like this the little what was it called? Min-maxy type things, I guess.
Then I'm sure you know you can trick both of these.
No, I didn't know that. It's kind of interesting when a game's this new. How much?
Whoa! Almost had the recovery strats there.
It's really interesting to me when a game's this new how much, like, because, like, you didn't know about the whistle stop peak, like, wall bounce thing, and, like, I had no idea, like, the clouds, and I didn't know, I knew about this rail, but I had no idea anything else about it. It's cool how information, like, propagates in a weird way, where obviously, you know, I'm more interested in whistle stop peak, so I feel like that's why I know, because I think it's a cool track.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a cool track.
Yeah. It's probably, like, conceptually, it's probably my favorite conceptual track. But
I think, honestly, one thing that I think is, like, super cool about it is that it is literally just a tutorial track on how to ride rails, but it's good.
yeah.
Like, you know,
Most
Cheap
tutorial tracks are
Lagoon
garbage.
from 3DS was a
Yeah.
tutorial on, oh, you ride underwater now. It was a horrible track.
Yeah, it's just, like, two straight. It's like NASCAR track to the extreme, where it's just 2 straightaways. Actually, maybe it was like 2.5 straightaways, you know? I'll give it a little credit. Yeah, it's not good, though. I could try.
I'll try it one more time, though.
I really do like a lot of that stuff in this game. How I feel like you can specialize at certain tracks and like the weird like little things that you can trick off of.
Yeah. I'm interested to see, like, once this has been around for a while, if it's going to be like how 8 Deluxe was kind of dominated by Alberto. Wii is dominated by Logan. I wonder if it's gonna be like that in this game, where it's like there's just one dude who's really good, or if it's gonna be there's 32 people who are each just like masters of their own track.
Their one track. Because I think that would be the best end.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd have the most engagement. I think because if like someone who's new to the game saw every record was by the same person, versus if they saw 32 different people had world records, I think they would be more motivated to try and actually get a world record themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a really, like, if you come to a game and you see something like that, it also just shows, like, the community's like, oh my goodness. I grab myself before you pick me up.
Yeah,
I feel like...
I keep forgetting to do that.
I feel like there's something... Like, I can release that mini turbo and I just keep forgetting to. Oh, wow. I released it. I just released it poorly. I'm so used to just hitting the start, restart anytime I make a mistake. And the good thing is that this is at least close to the starting line.
Yeah. Yeah, so like my PB, I don't do that ring shortcut. I have done it before, but I don't do it in my PB. Once I start trying to do that in my PB, that's going to be a lot more annoying. That's going to be a lot more rewinding instead of restarting.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's like when I'm practicing this, if I miss, I'm like, oh, I'll just restart it because then there's a chance that I get it on my first try and I can just keep going and make a PB out of it. But
I'm just not getting... I feel like the yellow... It's not faster. But it definitely would give me the satisfaction.
So you don't actually even really need the mini turbo built up. You just, if you get that trick off the grass and make it on the rail, you'll have the speed you need.
You're getting really big air there. Because I even got the trick there. I just got like the smallest trick hop ever.
There is just like random bumps in the off-road that are trickable. Like, did you watch my Shy Guy Bazaar earlier?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was...
So, like, right after the starting line,
it,
did you see that sand you can just trick?
Yeah, you can just trick off that sand. Yeah. Yeah, I did. It was very strange, because I didn't realize you could trick off of it at first. So I just went and I, like, tried to slam into the rail to try to get up onto it, and you like got up there, and I was like, okay, so obviously there's something I'm missing there.
There you go.
Cool.
Nice. And then yeah, this turn is so tight, you can do a left trick and stay on the rail as you're coming around that turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other thing is like, I'll let you focus on this one here. Yeah, like I was watching World Record on Shy Guy Bazaar just to like see what to do, and they were getting on that rail immediately, and I was like, how are they charging a ground trick that fast? And then I realized, oh no, their trick boost carries them through the sand fast enough, or not their trick boost, their start boost carries them through the sand with enough speed that they get a trick off that random mound that's actually a ramp.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing whenever I watched yours, I downloaded yours and I downloaded the world record. And I watched the world record and then I just loaded up against yours. And I was feeling the same, like, how did he charge a ground trick fast enough? But I was like, maybe he didn't. Maybe he just slammed into it and it got him up there. Obviously, that's not what happened. But I do feel like kind of like...
Oh, you made that with just your mushroom, right? Or did you release the mini turbo?
Well, no, that was a mushroom mini turbo, yeah. But I think it is really interesting, like, how many... Ooh, I did not mean to side this trick. I think it's really... Dang it, how, like, watching someone play Dino Jungle, how they don't even take the tunnel with the two rails on the sides.
Yeah, they don't even take the rails, right?
Yeah, they don't take the rails after first lap, and I don't know why. Because it seems like
Do they
it's
get
actually
coins?
Ooh, is it? I don't actually know if the rail has coins. Also, I think it would be really cool if, like, after, you know, the gap jump at the gap, not gap jump, but like the gap at the end of Dino Jungle. Keep forgetting.
Gap at the end.
The gap at the, you know, you
Like
have
where
like
the bridge is?
Yeah, the bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it would be really cool if you could like trick onto the wall on the. So I feel like that's a more consistent thing to do online right there. For me, because I am bad at the other way right now.
So what did you do? Just get an orange mini turbo and release it?
Yeah, you just get an orange mini turbo and line up with the thing and just release the orange mini turbo. Let's see.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I didn't release it in time. Yeah, like you can hold a ground drift because realistically tricking there's not like insanely, you know, great, and you could like wall climb on the left side before the next turn. I think that would be really cool if there's something there.
And then I think doing a forward trick as you're headed towards that rail, like after you get the mushroom cut, you launch off the first rail. I think doing a forward trick helps you land on the second rail sooner.
Okay, that would make sense.
Because the world record just spams forward trick when they go off the first rail.
Okay. I latched onto it for like a half second.
Yeah, I've had so
after
many
jumping
like
off
that
of
where I
thing.
like fully thought I made it, and then I'm just like falling off the course.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
Wow.
see, like that.
Well,
like it totally looked like you were gonna make that.
Yeah, I totally thought I was gonna. I thought I was. It's weird. I feel like momentum doesn't carry how I think it's going to all the time in this game. Sometimes. And then sometimes it carries exactly like I think it's going to. Also, I just tried to do it. And I said it, and then I instantly tried to do it again. My thing was like, no, I gotta do it right now.
Okay, so you're actually getting that orange mini turbo very consistently.
That
I
seems-
tried to do that at first because I thought that's what they did,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't get it. And so then I watched World Record and saw that they trick off the grass. So that's why I started doing that.
Yeah, it does seem like the orange mini turbo. I wonder if it's working because I'm a baby.
Maybe.
And because I'm light and I have high acceleration. So once I have the orange mini turbo and I get onto the line, it accelerates me up to like... Wow, it got me into the animation, but I never landed on the rail. Okay. I wonder if it's partially because of that. That's one of the reasons I do think that babies might have like some really interesting reasons to be picked.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm surprised that was a Lakitu zone because you still latched onto the wall.
Yeah, I still... It is... I have seen a lot of... I guess they just cut the map out of the free roam area, so I could have latched on down there in the free roam area. That's all that... Because otherwise they would have to like load in a whole different map.
Can you rewind in free roam?
Yes. Yeah, you can.
So that'd be very useful to this shortcut in particular, like not this one, the ring shortcut, since it is shroomless. That would be something good to practice in free roam because you could just rewind even if you start to fall too far. It's not like, oh, Lakitu's going to pick you up and now you can't rewind any farther than that.
Yeah. Also, right there, I tried to do the trick. I missed it, but I did already have the yellow mini turbo or orange mini turbo, so I still got it anyway. That's what happened there. Nah, yeah, I didn't have enough speed. I really hope that there's just like a ton of cool stuff like this for every track. And obviously this is literally just like a week and a half a day after the game came out, so...
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, that ring thing, that was a day one shortcut. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, literally, I think you picked up your phone, like, because I was over here, and you saw it, and you were like, look at what they're already doing, and then you, or no, it was after I went back to my apartment that night, and you were like, oh, did you see this? And I think you showed it to me beforehand, and then whenever we started playing online that night, then you like went for it and you hit it in the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo. And then I was like, maybe it's just stupid easy. And now I realize maybe it's not just stupid easy.
So that is really not that hard, just to like do something right there, like jump off right there and make it back on the track. But as far as the actual world record, like, you know, having this, it's not that bad of a recovery strat there. As far as
not ideal, but
like the world record, where exactly it's optimal to trick and hop between, because there's just so many objects right there between the rings, the wall, and the clouds. If you just point directions and spam trick, you can make it to the other side.
True. Ooh, yeah, I went down too far. Like right there, I didn't get the ground boost, but I got the drift boost, and then I tricked off of like the ledge, and that gave me enough air to where I totally could have actually gotten back up. I just didn't recover properly.
Like if you had hit the wall and then driven up the wall, like your controller to the left, so you got more height off the wall, and then tricked, you probably would have just landed back on a cloud.
I went for it. But you have to trick, right, to get on
Yeah,
that
you have
wall?
to trick, and then you get on it.
So do they not even land on the ground there? Do they just insta go for the...
I forget, because I actually only saw it in a clip. World Record still doesn't do it. Unless World Record has changed since this morning.
I mean, that's very possible. I would say that's probable. Maybe not a week after. I tried to do it too fast. I feel like there's a lot about this game that you'll just start having. The muscle memory will be. You'll like realize when in turns you can trick into the rail again. And I think that's whenever like the game mechanics will be really great. Also, once they have like rounds and stuff, because in a game like this where online is how it is right now, I would feel much more inclined to play something like that.
You should. I'll invite you to it. We can do squad queues.
Yo, I'd be hyped. I don't know if we could get lucky with that. Ideally we could have like a whole team. Yeah, you just trick.
See?
Like
That's
a
what I mean. You literally
yeah.
just spam trick and point directions.
Because I guess tricking just gives you like the slightest like boost in the air that just, it really, not slightest, it stalls. At least that's what it feels like. Yeah, so I'll probably online, if I'm doing this, just go for the yellow mini turbo or orange mini turbo in order to do that, at least until I'm actually 100% of doing that. And I know that this is actually the fast way to do this, where you hop off of this.
Yeah.
Then you do this. Oh, well, I can...
Ah. That was a good pace right there.
Yeah. I wasn't feeling too bad about that lap. This feels a lot like combo practice in Smash. Where I don't feel like all of it doesn't feel as frustrating.
See, I can time trial a track for like over an hour, like, and not get tired of it. I think I've gone in training mode in Smash like probably under 10 times lifetime. Like I have 3,400 hours in Smash, just in Ultimate, and I've probably less than 10 times ever gone into training mode.
It's funny because, like, the thing whenever Funky was here, right? Is that his name? No.
Who, Chunks?
Chunks, there we go. Like the 0 to death that I did on him.
Yeah.
I have practiced that in training mode more times than I would care to admit. It's just that you don't get the opportunity to do that very
Bro.
often. Wow, that was depressing. You just don't get the opportunity to do that because it's only on... Oh, Flood just texted me and I thought he just heard what I said. I thought he heard that I was talking about him. like, I've practiced that 0 to death in training mode more than I would like to admit. It's just that it's really situational because it's only on, like, relatively heavy characters.
Yo, what's up, Y Squad Gaming? Thank you for joining us.
Yo, what's up?
Just having a little practice, different techniques and time trials here.
And obviously this is
Different
like
courses we've been working on.
one of the coolest tracks so far. And I haven't
Yeah.
done as much with it as I would like to. Oh man, I was so close to that.
Still got it? Ah.
Nah.
So yeah, you can get that with just a ground trick. I just think because of you hitting the off-road, you didn't have enough speed.
I also think it's possible that because I'm Baby Luigi and I don't have as much speed, I might not be able to hit that as easily with just the ground boost. It did seem like I got there with the drift boost pretty well though. Wow. Right as the mushroom went out. I really do like doing this. This is fun. Also, that shows up in like the world or in like your record stuff. So like my Pianta sitting there doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I really like the idea of different characters, like small characters, being better on like this track. That to me is really hype. And like
It's still
larger characters.
Toadette is the record, right?
Yeah, I think so. Which would make sense.
Maybe Abby will get back in the game now that Toadette's like a top tier.
Haley, like I was talking to Haley about it, she did say that she feels like looking at this game, it's scary to her because it does seem like it has a higher skill floor. Even though it doesn't,
Yeah.
I don't think it actually does, at least not yet.
I think in the end, this will end up being a harder game than 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, probably so. I did the orange mini turbo plus the trick and still had less like speed coming out of that ramp or rail than I have just doing the mini turbo. Okay, so I gotta learn that hitting that. Okay, even that, just doing that.
Oh!
Wow. No,
Oh,
it's still okay.
Yeah, so world record gets onto the wall there and then back on the track. Honestly, now that I remember it, I'm not sure they even hit the second ring. It might be first ring, wall, track.
I think it is because I know I've seen some variation like more recently than whenever. Oh, yeah, I used shroom too early there. I think it was after the first variation, and it was just first ring, wall track or wall, cloud, or maybe they didn't even hit cloud. So I guess cloud would probably actually be slow. Just going straight to track.
Oh?
I wonder if getting that.
I
wall
really...
right there-
Like, if you look to your left right there where you were, you could easily just drift off that and end up back on later at the turn, but it's a Lakitu zone in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big U-turn with a gap and no railings.
I really wish that they. I feel like there's so much like movement freedom in this game, but Lakitu is like on guard the whole time, which is kind of sad to me. Oh well, I think guess I just didn't line up right.
It's also funny how your wheels get bigger when you're off-road.
Yeah, I still think that's. I do also like that because it gives you an actual indicator
True.
of whether you went off road or not. Because I did have that issue sometimes where I wouldn't realize if I went off road or not. Yeah, you can get real slow before that. Wow.
Yeah, I do approach that pretty wide when I do it.
Makes sense.
Like, I'll go to where I'm, like... I'll be about even with the boxes then when I start my drift. Which is not how the world record does it.
Yeah.
Just, they do it, like, super tight, but for For me, it's easier. The wider I go, the easier it is to angle back and actually hit that grass ramp.
This feels so consistent comparatively. I know it's not as good, obviously, but it feels really consistent. After this try, I'll give you the controller. I'll watch you try to do some stuff over here for on this track for like 15-ish minutes.
Alright.
Down to do that.
Yeah, that works.
You definitely have done more with this track than me.
I think, yeah, I mean, I definitely see myself failing that beginning shortcut for 15 minutes.
That's true. You know, I'm fine with that. Oh man. I don't know why I just used that mushroom right there. My brain was like, yo, in this game, mushrooms are king. I have one. Use it. That was a weird diagonal cut. Okay. Or diagonal trick thing. I do wonder if those, the directional...
There we go. Nice.
Okay, let's see. Can I get a flap here? Also, I really hope that flaps are bigger in this game.
Yeah.
I like flaps.
They really haven't been a big thing since 7. They had stopped tracking them in 7 because of the 3-lap tracks. Or, I mean, sorry, like the section tracks. Oh, nice. And, since there's still stuff like DK Spaceport, Peach Beach.
Yeah.
I don't know if flaps are really going to be... Or if it's just for those, whatever lap is shortest, they'll count as the flap record.
Yeah, let's see.
It'd be cool if they actually had separate flap records for...
Okay. I wonder if this is possible, because it does seem like it's a good bit faster. I wonder if you had, I wonder if you had a kart combo that could keep its drift off-road.
Yeah.
If you could just do that.
What all could?
Probably.
I know whatever you were playing the
maybe?
first day, you were saying you were drifting off-road in it.
But also, just now I held my drift off-road for like a split second. So I wonder if it's just based on your time off-road.
I think it could be. Shit.
Because I could see them simplifying it like that. Because it would feel more consistent overall if it was like that than like, oh, based on your coin amount, you know.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. I know the first day I saw someone ride that inner rail and I had no idea how they got over there, but I was just like, dude, and I tried it just like ground tricking towards it and I completely failed it and I flew off the track like 5 or 6 times. Just not understanding that there was this random rail over to the side. I need to do that. It's hard to get the timing for those types of things. Like, kind of like with airship purchase.
Oh, I meant to do a ground trick there, but we'll just go for next line.
I will say the real racer bothers me mentally because the idea of driving on top of movie reels bothers me. It like it does
Oh,
the
I missed
opposite.
the thing.
It does the opposite of like the ASMR, you know, mental massage. It like feels like
Like you
fingers
just
are
go, like,
scratching
cracking.
against a yeah. It feels like fingernail is against chalkboard in my head to like think of that concept.
It is cool though, like, how many other games have there ever been I don't know.
Oh wow, yeah, I don't know how you didn't make that.
I don't know if there's been another game that had a kart specifically themed after a course in that game.
Talking about like non-Mario Kart games?
No, I'm talking about other Mario Karts. Have any karts actually been like course themed? Like this is, you know, clearly Boo Cinema.
I mean, You could have actually probably still salvaged that if you would have
I
hit
could.
that next wall.
I wonder if you could ride the inside of that wall and come back up.
Oh, true. That
and
would
skip
be.
that'd be insane.
I wonder.
Someone has to have thought of that
I see.
already.
The thing is, like, the game is new enough to where the thought, the idea that someone has not thought about that is like possible, but not likely, but possible.
Yeah. We better find world record strats on stream, and then obviously not get a world record with them because the rest of our driving is pretty bad.
Yo, get the most strat-based world record ever.
Oh, so if Lakitu picked me up right there, I'm gonna say Lakitu picks me up if I actually got on the other side of that wall.
you were pretty far over there.
Yeah.
You were like on like. I keep saying like, but you were really far towards that next wall. I mean, maybe that turn is like more sharp than the game can handle for wall riding, because that is a ultra sharp turn.
That is, yeah.
And also, I wonder how much time it kills, like, with how specific you would kind of have to trick to get them. It is sad to me the baby Luigi is just straight up worse than like the ultra lights or whatever. Because it's just weight. I like how you got him on like the first frame lack of it on screen.
I think if I get that shortcut, like one lap, I actually get it successfully, I'm just gonna run the other 2 laps and try and PB it.
And then you clip it, and then you put it on YouTube, and you put like a thumbnail.
Of me doing the big...
Like the
Yeah.
yeah. Like the classic 2012 YouTuber face. Probably 2014.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna... This is gonna be a PB right here, hopefully. If I don't fail the rail ride, I think this could end up being a PB. Or it might not. I might have not saved enough time since I, like, technically got that shortcut, but I, like, did it way wider.
I think you're still catch. Very nice. So you're not going to go for the world or the cut again?
No, I'll go for a 1 out of 3 run. Because I don't have it, and then, like, if I get a 1 out of 3 run, I'll go for 2 out of 3.
Maybe that's my issue with stuff like this, is that I am not very good at just saying, like, oh, I'll just go for a 1 out of 3. I would be like, no, I think I can do it another time. And then I would botch it, and then I'd sit there for like 15 more minutes, and I'd be like, well, I can't get it on all 3 laps. So, you know, stand up and walk away.
I forget what course it is, but there's some course and I don't even remember if it's Wii or 8 Deluxe, where, like, I hit a certain shortcut 3 out of 3 times, and then I went around the shortcut every time and got a PB.
I would be a little frustrated.
Because I, like, did the shortcut so bad, and it is the, shroomless ending cut on Mute City in 8 Deluxe. I have had exactly one, 3 out of 3 time trials running that. I've actually gotten it 3 out of 3 in races before, but I had a 3 out of 3 time trials run with that, but, I'm, like, not that fast with where you use... Alright, let's see. Is it? Not even a PB.
Dang. What's your PB on this track?
I don't know, so that was 217.6. I guess I could have just hit change course instead of change character.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, so
you
like
were,
a second faster.
Yeah.
I think it was 217.6, so like 0.7 faster. Then yeah, these were like. This is current world record. Or I forget when I downloaded them. But like
it was
world
world
record
record, like,
changed at different points. And I haven't time trialed this one, and probably the last time I time trialed this, I think, was like maybe Monday.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, we'll give this like one go, and we can end the stream.
Fair enough. I was really hoping that I could go to work at 7 tomorrow, but I have to work with all of the other people on an assembly line, so no.
Oh, does your actual like position you're working change?
Yeah, so like I can do the one where I'm by myself, or I can do assembly line position.
Oh, it's way too wide. So I know my PB only got orange right there. I just got the rainbow, but it looks like that doesn't make a difference. So I guess if I get orange, I'm better off just releasing it. Only got 2 coins. I'm pretty sure my PB actually got all 4.
I still haven't really started to care about coins yet, and I haven't felt like it has hurt me. Like, I care about the first like 3 or 4 coins, but did you look at? Have you seen like the graph or the Excel spreadsheet to show how much coins actually do?
I saw part of the shortcut video.
Okay. Yeah, were they actually?
Oh, I missed that boost
yeah,
pad.
that's depressing.
Oh,
Wow.
alright.
How? Okay. I entirely thought you hit that ring.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the shortcut video made me feel like, especially in shorter tracks, going for, like 5 coins is pretty good. But beyond that, I definitely don't, because I think it's coin like 7 that's like the worst coin.
And then it doesn't really matter a whole lot. Oh, wow. Off-road. Until you get to like 20.
Yeah, like I think 19 and 20 are like the ones that starts mattering again. So I'm probably gonna start going for like.
Bro. Alright. Last one, best one right here.
Yep. I feel like I'm probably gonna start going for like 7 coins. Maybe. Well, sorry, more like 6 coins.
I thought I tricked that.
Fair enough. I guess the Poltergeist 3000 or 2000 from Mario Kart DS is themed around the Luigi's Mansion track.
True. Yeah.
I think the map. I can't think of anything. You did do really well on that. On your ghost.
There we go. 6 coins. We're good.
Yeah, I think it's probably chilling. Because at this point, I almost think it just like wouldn't even be beneficial for you to kill a lion.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's like a really stupid road.
Bro. Alright.
Well,
We'll stop the stream there for tonight. But thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you to Glak.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Thank you.
we should come up with like a Iron Man thing for Wii and invite
I would
Dan.
be down to try it.
Yeah.
I mean, I might do horrendously, but I'd be down to try it.
Alright, have a good night everyone. Thank you for
Yeah.
watching.